Welcome to GasEd. Today, we will be discussing how to use OpenAI Codex effectively, the workflow that helps you outbuild 99% of developers. So if you're a small business operator or really just an ambitious creator, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to completely redefine how you approach building software. We're talking about taking you from someone who just kind of chats with AI to someone who actually orchestrates it.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The Codex Advantage. 2. Designing your workspace. 3. Custom skills. 4. Building apps without code. 5. The multi-brain strategy. And 6. Efficiency pricing. Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1. The Codex Advantage. You know how standard chat interfaces work, right? You ask a question, you get an answer. It's fairly fragmented. Well, Codex operates directly on GPT 5.5 as an all-in-one codework environment. It's honestly less like a chatbot and more like a unified workspace that completely replaces that clunky, disconnected workflow of jumping between a code editor, a chat window, and a terminal. Everything just happens right there in one streamlined canvas.
The benefits here are absolutely massive. Since it runs on GPT 5.5, you get these sandboxed agents just working in the background, like literally coding while you sleep. It also has complete code-based comprehension, so it catches those tricky structural issues that other platforms just completely miss. But perhaps the biggest game changer for operators is its extreme token efficiency, which we'll unpack in a bit. The bottom line? Your operational limits stretch much, much further.
Moving on to Section 2, Designing Your Workspace.
Okay, so setting up your workspace is all about defining how much autonomy you actually want to give the AI. You progress from basic default permissions to an auto-review stage, and finally to unlocking full access. In that full access mode, the AI can execute commands and run scripts without needing constant supervision or permission prompts from you. It's basically like taking the training wheels off and letting your digital developer just run at full speed. Once those permissions are locked in, you've got to structure your work, and the magic number here is 6. You'll want to prompt the AI to organize your professional life into 6 distinct project buckets. Think business, community, clients, content, that sort of thing. By setting up these dedicated folders, you make sure all your parallel agents stay highly organized. You could have one agent researching market trends in your business bucket, while another is debugging a web app in your client's bucket, completely simultaneously.
Section 3, Custom Skills and Automations. Now, here is a real time-saving hack. If you've already built up AI skills or workflows in other platforms like Claude, you don't have to start from scratch. No way. You can use a really simple migration trick. Just prompt your previous AI to export every skill into a folder with implementation docs, and then simply tell Codex to read that folder and replicate them. Instantly, all your custom plugins are embedded directly inside your new Codex workspace. Plus, you can deploy cron jobs, or basically scheduled automations. Just imagine a digital agent that wakes up every single morning, checks your calendar, reads your emails, and whips up a crisp daily stand-up brief, all without a single manual input from you. It acts as a digital employee working completely in the background, delivering insights right when you need them. Section 4. Building apps without code. Let's look at the ultimate non-technical workflow. It relies on a distinct 3-phase handoff. First, you generate your initial dashboard UI in a dedicated design tool like Lovable, which by the way is absolutely incredible for modern aesthetics. Next, you natively sync that design directly to a GitHub repo. And finally, you pull that exact repo directly into Codex. Codex then clones it and lets you do the heavy lifting, adding databases, tweaking the backend, and executing complex structural coding, all from that one master interface. And get this, while you're modifying that cloned UI inside Codex, you can rapidly iterate on the visual design. Because Codex integrates the GPT 2.0 image generation model natively, you can just prompt it to create and embed specific visual assets, maybe a sleek dashboard icon or a placeholder illustration, directly into your application's code. You literally never have to leave the workspace, open another browser tab, or manually upload files. It is all right there. Section 5. The Multi-Brain Strategy. Listen, no single AI model is perfect at absolutely everything, and that's where the multi-brain strategy comes in. It's all about acknowledging that each model has unique strengths. Instead of relying entirely on one, you effortlessly tag in the perfect expert exactly when you need them. You might use Claude for its unmatched UI design aesthetics, or tap into Gemini for deep video and data analysis, all while GPT 5.5 runs your core foundation. The execution is just so smooth. By simply toggling the terminal right there in the Codex app, you can spin up parallel instances of different models. You literally just type Claude and boom, an instance of Claude is running locally on your project. You could ask Claude to fix a hover animation in your CSS, while the foundational model handles your server-side logic. It's a literal symphony of AI experts at your fingertips.
This whole multi-brain approach gets supercharged by an incredible feature called Chronicle. Chronicle captures screen intelligence, meaning it actually takes snapshots of your screen to give the AI total visual context of your current workflow. If you're designing a site and ask for feedback, the AI actually sees what you're looking at. And brilliantly, for your peace of mind, it securely auto-deletes this visual data after 6 hours.
Finally, Section 6, Efficiency and Pricing.
For small businesses, the absolute most critical metric is token usage. And Codex, it uses roughly 4 times fewer output tokens per task compared to your standard chat platforms. Because it doesn't waste resources constantly rewriting massive blocks of text in a chat window and instead precisely edits the coded files, it is incredibly resource efficient. You essentially get 4 times the work for the exact same theoretical computational limit. How cool is that? And because of that extreme token efficiency, you really don't need to rush out and buy those $100 enterprise plans right away. The standard $20 baseline tier is more than enough to operate this unified master workflow for most side projects and daily operations. It gives you the perfect economic foundation, which leaves room in your budget to selectively invest in other APIs or models when you have specific design or data needs. The tools to construct entire software ecosystems single-handedly are now sitting perfectly organized on your desktop. The only question left is, what software will you outbuild your competition with using this unified codework playbook? That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.